We're talking about the podcast. Merry Mini Monday, Chunkies. I'm doing okay. I'm Carter.
I'm also doing okay. And Dosh.
I'll tell you what, it's coming up all Jordan, and that's who this is.
Oh,
Guys,
he sounds like he's doing great.
What's your favorite summer song? Let's get started with that energy.
Ooh.
What's your favorite summer song? I'm gonna say it has to say summer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Boys of Summer.
Okay.
Good
You want to sing a little bit of it for us?
I don't.
Okay, great.
Thank you, though.
They were the boys of summer. I love that one.
No.
What's unfortunate is I know there's so. Oh no. Okay, the worst song ever written, and I can't remember who it was, but it's like, summer girls come and summer girls go. Summer girls fly and summer so. It was like
Everything you just said sounds amazing.
one of the lines is literally they just randomly say like Kraft macaroni and a bunch of trees. I think is actually a line
Okay.
from the song.
Okay.
I have
But-
two
Is this
answers.
real? Is this a real thing?
Yes.
If it
I'll find
has
it.
to say summer in the song, I have two answers. One is Summer Love by Timberlake,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that's great. And then Summer of 69, obviously.
Yeah. Big fan. Guys,
Byron
this
Adams.
summer, here we are, more than halfway through the month of May. Through the
Wait,
month
so was that
of
one
May.
about macaroni and trees your favorite
It
summer
is.
song?
It is. It's
No,
official.
it's
It is.
That's your favorite
definitely-
summer song,
It
right?
definitely is. Yeah, sure. That's my favorite. As we prepare for the summer, there's always lots of releases during the summer. And you know what's funny is the caveat is in the TV Hollywood movie industry, as they call it these days,
Mm-hmm.
there's always
heard
new
that.
releases of everything.
Yeah.
But it does.
Yeah.
The summer does have a vibe, doesn't it? Multiverse of Madness being early May almost felt like that started the summer blockbuster season, did it not? Now we've got Top Gun Maverick. We're looking forward to Thor Love and Thunder, all these beautiful things. We have some shows. So Disney made some announcements recently. And we've got something else on like some of our streaming platforms. So I want to run some of this by you guys
Sure,
and do
sure.
Yeah.
that age-old game of Yass or Pass. Okay?
Yes.
Yass meaning? Yass
Mining.
meaning I'm in. I'm going to I'm going to consume this content. If it's a movie, this means you're going to the theater.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
If it is a show, it means you're going to try and catch it as soon as it releases. You're not waiting. Are either of you kind of a here's the new show, wait till it's all done, watch it all at once?
Depends on
people?
the heat. Depends on the heat.
Depends on the show.
Interesting. I don't know if I'm ever that way. I don't think I'm ever like, let's just wait.
Well, it
We are
depends.
doing
so
that.
like if I'm in the middle of something else that's going to take up some of that time too. You know, like we just finished a pretty intensive Peaky Blinders watch, and also
Wow.
we got Better Call Saul at the same time. So Severance
That's some
has
heavy
taken
stuff.
a back seat for me for right now,
Yeah.
but I'm about to go catch all the way up.
Yeah. Okay. I feel that. One of our first shows that is getting a lot of buzz, maybe the most buzz right now, is we finally got our first glance at She-Hulk. I know everyone here has seen the trailer. Are we Yass or Pass on She-Hulk?
I mean, it's a yes because I definitely am going to watch it.
Yeah.
Tatiana Maslany is great.
Great choice.
And so I don't know. My only negative so far is just that the CG for She-Hulk herself does not look super great. But
It's a
the
little
trailer has
Fiona.
a good vibe for sure.
It
Yeah.
is a little Fiona, isn't it?
It's a little Fiona.
Are we gonna? Could we have a Sonic type vibe? Do you think the MCU would do that? Because there's
too late
been
at
some
this
pretty.
point.
It is, isn't it? It's gonna release this summer, is it not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably August. I think Disney accidentally leaked that release date of like August 15th, but
Yeah.
then pulled it. So
I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm
Yeah.
always down for something completely different. We talked a little bit about the multiverse of exhaustion in terms of some of our big story arcs having some pretty repetitive themes that don't quite have a payoff. And correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like we all felt that way about the multiverse of madness, that we did love it. And we recommend listening to that episode if you haven't. But
Yeah.
it is nice to take just a full reprieve. And not that I think that there won't be some kind of connection. Obviously, Bruce Banner is in this show to some extent. So the overarching like character arcs are probably still a little bit intact, but I don't want to get lost in the weeds of the multiverse right now. I think I need a break
yes.
from the multiverse. So I'm excited, especially with the tagline Attorney at Law. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Is that
You
canon?
guys think? Yeah. Definitely.
great.
She's definitely an attorney. Do you guys think, do you guys want to place bets right now on whether or not we see
Murdoch?
Matt Murdock in this show?
No, because you don't
I
bet on
think no.
something. Yeah, I wouldn't bet against it, is what I'll say.
You guys think no?
I
Or
think
you
he's in
yes?
it. No, I would not bet against it. I would
I'm saying
not
I'm
bet
not
against it.
betting.
I think he's
Okay.
in. I think he will be there.
It's a show about an
Okay.
attorney in the MCU after they just heavily teased Matt Murdock's return.
Okay.
So
Okay.
He's in it. Do you not think?
Sure.
You think he's in it, don't you?
I don't know. I do think he's in it, but I think
Ah.
it's not perhaps as cut and dry as we feel like it might
Yeah.
be.
well, it seems like
Yeah.
it's pretty binary. It's either that he's in it or not. How much more cut and or dry could one be?
I think they're only going to show him from behind.
That's all I need, baby.
Why would they do that? That's
Because
interesting.
he got that dumper on him. What are you talking about?
Matt Murdonk.
Matt Murdump.
It's Matt Murdonk.
Matt
Oh,
Murdonk.
dude.
Man, it was right there. Congrats, dude. I'm happy for you.
Thanks. Wow. Thanks.
Fantastic.
That comes later this summer, August, we think.
Mm-hmm.
But again, Doge said that might have been leaked. We also got a little bit of tease for things like Hocus Pocus 2, which is bringing back our original
Yeah.
Three Witches. I'm down.
Interesting.
I'm totally down.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that
As long
drops
as we-
around the haunted season, which maybe we
As
might
long
have
as we
some-
spend a lot of the movie talking about a high school kid's virginity, I'm in.
I am sold, baby.
Just why change something?
That's
you know,
what people
that
love about the
works?
first one,
Can't
right?
broke
That's
till
everybody's
fixed it,
favorite
you know
part.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. If it
Did you
ain't
guys see
broke,
the
don't fix it.
first look? I don't want to step on any toes. Did you see the first look at Disenchanted Disney Plus posted earlier today?
I only saw a shot. I did not
got a
see-
little. Yeah, I mean that's all they did,
Oh,
just
yes,
a
I did
picture.
see that.
But
I
yeah,
did
a
see
little Amy Adams and Maya Rudolph,
Rudolph,
in
love it.
costume for
Perfect.
Disenchanted.
Wait, as in Enchanted?
Yes.
as in Enchanted too.
I'm just hearing about this for the first time.
Comes out
You
Thanksgiving.
did?
I love it.
Finally, something to be thankful for, right?
Yeah.
Had to come eventually.
Disney loves those holidays, don't they? Something else, we've got the Obi-Wan trailer, another trailer for Obi-Wan Kenobi. That happens May 27th. So this episode releases May 23rd, correct? So that means
Yes.
this Friday is Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I'm having this interesting thing, and it's still happening to me, that I'm surprised that something is so close, especially on the Disney Plus radar.
Yeah.
It is consistent, and it is still something that I'm like, oh, Mando
Whatever the
season 2.
least
Oh, that's right.
enthusiastic yes I can muster.
Yeah.
Just sort of like a passing like yes.
Did we decide? Are we doing? We're doing that for the podcast. Yeah, definitely.
I think we
so.
should do it to the extent that we did Boba Fett. Where it's
Can
like
we,
we are
can we make a pact
clearly
right
watching
now
it
that
and
if
referencing it.
sucks, we bail out?
Sure.
Well, we bail out, and the bailout becomes like now it's our decision. It's not our obligation, right?
Yeah.
Because if something catches heat, we'll go. You know,
Sure.
we'll try and ride that train.
I have been burned. I have been burned by the Star Wars
Yeah,
universe.
I would have loved to dip out on Boba Fett before the end of the season.
Yeah. Maybe Ewan can carry some charm regardless for us.
I
do
hope
love me
so.
some Ewan McGregor. Hayden Christensen's back. By the way, I'm over Darth Vader reveals. I don't know if we
Yup.
talked about that.
Yeah, me too.
I think we've had enough. I think we don't need to use that energy anymore, but whatever. I guess they're giving us a different vibe, giving us a taste of Hayden again.
A
I guess
taste of Hayden.
He's served his time.
It's my favorite smooth jazz album.
Also on May 27th, we have Stranger Things 4. I do believe when we were talking about this before we started recording, Jordan and I are excited for it. I'm in on anything Stranger Things. I'm always down for it. Doge, not so much. Am I?
I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Okay.
I just think the promise of Stranger Things season 1 of like leaning way more. I mean, it's exactly what happened with all the horror movies of the 80s. Like Alien was a horror movie. Aliens was an action movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we are leaning more toward the action
Do you not
movie
think
stuff
maybe
here,
there's
and
some intention there?
I definitely don't, because the original intention was to be an anthology series of like season 2 is a different monster. It's not the Demogorgon. It's not the Upside Down. It's just
Also a different
another
time, it
strange
feels like,
thing,
right? Okay.
you know? And so I don't, it feels like it sort of got away from them around season 2. Season 3 reined it back in, and I liked season 3 a lot more than
Love
season 2.
3.
So
I would
and it
say
is
that.
important to note that Netflix is hemorrhaging subscribers right now. And so they're releasing season 4 part 1 right now, and then season 4 part 2 at like the end of the summer.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Not a full
interesting.
season when it comes out next week.
That's
Yep.
interesting. Another trailer that I had these guys watch before we started, which I think maybe Doge had already seen.
Yeah.
There's a movie coming out, and this is straight to Hulu. It is a Hulu, I think a Hulu
It is
original.
a movie, not a series.
It is a movie, not a show,
Okay,
and
yes,
it
thank
was
you.
going to be released theatrically until Disney bought Fox, and then Disney pushed it onto Hulu
Gotcha.
because Disney doesn't want any non-Disney incubated ideas to hit theaters from 20th Century Studios.
If you haven't seen the trailer for Prey, you could probably, if you're listening to this on Monday when this releases. It's probably still up, I would imagine, maybe on that front page of IMDb is my guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it will probably catch some more heat. I think it was actually was it dropped today, Doge?
I think it was 2 days ago.
Okay, maybe a couple days ago.
Yeah.
But we kind of see, how would you describe it? What is our setting?
It's 2,000 years ago. This is set in the
So-
Comanche Nation.
Comanche Nation, it feels like an origin story. It's one of those fun things of, what are these people running from? What could this be about? It already looks interesting. They say from the people who brought you 10 Cloverfield Lane, which, by the way, great movie until the last 15 minutes, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yep.
And this guy also did some other good stuff. I can't remember exactly what it was, but he's good at like the intense thriller sci-fi vibe. And lo and behold, we get the 3 little laser dots on one of our characters that we see running from something, and it's clearly Predator.
We hear the
I can
click.
tell you now that was not planned. Our episode tomorrow, first episode
Yeah.
of Saturday afternoon,
Wild.
That's just some
is
magic.
Predator.
I love that.
we do have some magic. So we'll enjoy that. I'm in.
I'm so in. So in. This can be so
Especially,
fun.
Not only have we stumbled into something that it happens to go along with our podcast, it's like if there wasn't already interest, the fact that I watched Predator last night,
Right.
my interest could not be higher. And I
Sure.
think that actually releases very soon.
August, I think.
The very beginning of August, yeah.
Yeah.
And so that summer goes by fast. Something else that goes by fast is the first half of this podcast. Let's hear some ads.
Chunkies, are you looking to make high quality professional live streams? Are you looking to do that very easily and quickly?
Obviously.
Perhaps.
Obviously. Yes,
I think
obviously.
we all want that. Well, I have good news. Our show this week is sponsored in part by Melon, which allows you to do just that in under 15 seconds. It streams
Come on.
to any of the streaming platforms, and you can bring guests on in one click. You don't have to sign up. You don't have to download anything. Works for anybody making video content, whether it's live or whether it's pre-recorded and you're uploading it at another time. Tons of brand options to help you stand out, and make
Stand out. I think you
some
stand out with it.
cash. Fastest growing live streaming product right now, Melon.
And you can go live in just those 5 kicks and clicks. We've got stands and stands. We've got kicks and clicks. So it's multi-stream. You can do Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all that stuff all at once. Cloud-based. So our servers do all the work. As in, speaking on behalf of Melon, we've got
we're
the
a
full
family
HD.
now.
We're part of their team
We're
now.
part of the Melon family.
1080p.
I put their name on my business card. Should I not have done that?
1080p so they can see all the pores of that melon. And then it's unlimited customization like Jordan already talked about. Overlays, backgrounds, brand colors. And then there's donations. Do you want to earn income and be rich in a new
Secure
tax bracket like your chunkies, like your chunk boys, like your pod boys are? You can do that with Melon. Take 0% of those fees, by the way. All that money is going straight into your pockets if you have them on that day.
Melon's easy to set up, intuitive UI, easy in-studio navigation, nothing to install, and it will record locally onto your hard drive. You can get separate video and audio tracks for each participant if you're, I don't know, maybe cutting a podcast episode together after you record. This is a great opportunity to do that. And listen, we've talked before about how easy Melon is. It's super duper easy, but should you get stuck, they have real people there, ready to help you at any point. Real humans who love you, who are proud of you, who will help you with any Melon problems you've got. And if for some reason you don't want to talk to a real human, which I get it, some people don't want to do that, they also have written video and audio guides.
If this sounds like something that's right up your alley and you're interested, I have good news. Melon has partnered with Lil Old Us to set up an awesome free trial for our dear chunky listeners. And if you want to take part in that free trial, you're going to go to melonapp.com/chunky. That's melonapp.com/CHUNKY to get started for free today. melonapp.com/chunky.
Melon, show people your melon via live stream.
It's beginning to feel a lot like summer, and the Home Depot has savings on everything you need to get it started this Memorial Day. Step up your grill game with propane griddles from Nextgrill for the perfect smash burger. Then feast with your friends and family around a new patio set from Hampton Bay. However you plan to kick off summer, the Home Depot has savings on everything you need to do it right. Feels like Memorial Day at the Home Depot. how doers get more done.
Welcome back, friends, to the podcast. I've never had like a bring us into the second half. Maybe I'll
No,
start
you just
working
usually
on that.
start talking.
I just start talking. That's most of my life, you know? That's my transitions. Carter just starts talking.
Don't get him going.
Then we know what's next.
Once
I
he
do
starts,
want to
he
do,
just don't stop.
before we get into a game here, which our days of extra credit are done for a long time. I'm not going to do that to you.
Are they though? Because
They're done for a long time. Mine have always been done. I don't know. After listening to the episode a couple weeks ago, clearly that wasn't me.
there's some blue
It was
language
me.
that I could use to describe what you have done to us. I'm gonna keep it clean.
Yeah.
Bullhunky.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Absolute
some bullhunky.
bullhunky.
Interesting. What is streaming is my question. We you might have touched on it a little bit. What I'm mainly asking this to put on this worldwide stage. That's right. We're ranked all over the world here on Two Chunks and a Hunk. I think the people need to know about Taskmaster. Have y'all heard of this?
I have.
Have you watched it?
I have not.
I have not.
You need to. You need to. It is incredibly easy watching. It is about 45 to 50 minutes long per episode. There are now like 13 seasons of Taskmaster. It's on
all BBC,
YouTube.
huh?
Yeah. It's all BBC. It's British. It is on YouTube for free. And the ads are super short.
Easy.
The ones that sneak
Easy.
in there. Start at the very beginning. But Taskmaster has just a little sprinkling of whose line is it anyway. Greg Davies and Alex Horn are hosts, and they create tasks for 5 comedians that are on every episode, and they're on anywhere between, as the seasons go along, as we get newer seasons, the seasons become longer. So anywhere between 6 and 10 episodes to compete against each other for points. Things as simple as eat this watermelon, as much of this watermelon as you can in 5 minutes. And there's a watermelon on stage, no utensils to open it. And we just see these 5
Fun.
different approaches as to how we go about it. But Taskmaster is the summer salve for just relaxation.
I love
think
that.
you get to turn your mind
Amazing.
off. You get to just watch some social experiments and just hear witty banter back and forth between
Here's
wonderful.
the thing. It's so
British
funny
comedians.
that you compared it to Whose Line because Callie and I went through a Whose Line rewatch like a couple weeks ago. Just hit some highlight episodes, like some top rated.
Did you catch all that foreshadowing in the first season?
Yeah, you don't really
Of
understand
that,
season
of
13.
that big twist? Yeah.
It's still so funny, that show. So like I'm itching for something like that that's just getting my giggle box turned over as my mom would say.
That's absolutely going to be it. There's been
How long are these episodes?
40, 45 minutes.
Perfect.
Yeah, they're real short. It'd be awesome. Yeah, start it as soon as possible. Let me know. But one of the very first things that happens on Taskmaster, the very first task every time is bring your blank item. So most recently, one of them was bring your most egregious footwear. Bring your most expensive item. Bring your most valuable item. And it's just fun to see people bring that stuff. And of those 5 things that are brought, the winner of that episode wins those 5 things.
Oh,
So it could be
no.
anywhere from a lot of money to a lot of liquids because they were told to just bring the most interesting liquid, right? So it's very fun. Taskmaster 100% is worth a watch. You'll start seeing a handful of seasons in some comedians that are familiar to you. Some past Great British Bake Off hosts have been on here. Every now and then they'll throw in an American, but it's very good.
Yuck.
Yuck. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. What are y'all streaming right now? What you stream?
We are beginning Better Call Saul.
Yay.
I watched the first episode when it premiered. And I think I did the thing of if I had been in a really serious, intense relationship that ended, and then I tried to have a really intense and serious first date, right after that. I when the first episode came out, when the series premiered, I watched the premiere and was like, this is nowhere near as good as Ozymandias, so I'm out. And it's obviously, of course it's not going to be. It's its own thing. And so we're actually giving it a fair shot right now and really loving it. We're in season 1. Can't wait to see how his law career goes.
It's different enough.
Yes.
It's brilliant,
Yeah.
but it has the same taste, right?
Yes, very much.
Jordan, what are
It's
y'all
like
streaming
Taco
besides
Bell
some-
introduced a new menu item.
It is some breakfast stuff. Jordan, what are you streaming right now besides
Yeah.
Whose Line?
So we just did, like I said, all of Peaky Blinders, all of Whose Line, or not all of Whose Line, some highlights from Whose Line. We watched Abbott Elementary, which is just
Ooh.
okay.
Yeah, I've been wanting to watch it. Is it all right? I forgot to say Girls 5 Eva. We watched the first part of the new season of Girls 5
I didn't
Eva.
realize it was out yet. Yeah, Abbott Elementary is okay. There's a couple standout characters.
Dude, it's blowing up.
I
People
know.
are saying it's the greatest show that's ever been.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking big game about it, so I gave it a shot, and 6.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
6 out of 10.
Could you see it growing to like a Parks and Rec kind of vibe? Because I've heard it compared to Parks and Rec more than anything else.
I see the Parks and Rec comparisons. I don't think it has that heat. I will say
Doesn't
the
have the
main
legs.
character is very charming. The writing is fairly funny, and the principal is hysterical. It just doesn't. I'm waiting for some more heart, some more. I don't know.
It feels like it might clock in, just from what I've seen of it. That was the kind of the vibe I'm getting. It feels like it might clock in somewhere more around a superstore than like a Parks and Rec, where it's
Yeah.
like, this is perfectly serviceable and I probably will watch it one time.
Yeah. My guess
Not
is
like
that.
Taskmaster, right?
Not like Taskmaster.
No, the things
Yeah.
that are taking up our entire time are season 6 of Better Call Saul and Survivor 42.
It's a good season.
It's a good season.
It's a very good season.
Way
caught
better
up.
than last season, in my opinion. And I like
Jordan and
last
I
season.
are actually, we love this podcast so much, we're missing a new episode tonight.
Yes, we are.
Wow.
I will be watching
Isn't
it
it
as soon as
crazy?
we get off the call.
Wow.
Have I told you lately how I love you? One thing I love the game. What game do you think I love, but I don't love its intro?
Oh, Rumpelstiltskin for sure.
Ooh, Rumpelstiltskin. Let's weave the yarn.
Weave the yarn, guess the name, win the Rumpelstiltskin game.
For those of you that maybe have never heard us play Rumpelstiltskin before, and you're like, wait a minute, is
You're
that
like,
the guy that
"Excuse me?"
Is that the guy that slept for so long? You and Doge have
That's
a lot
a
in common.
I feel like if studies have shown that 100% of certified geniuses actually get those two folks mixed up. So I don't know what that says about me.
It means you're a genius. It feels
guess
like
so.
for someone who's as smart as you, that the writing's on the wall. You just basically said it. Context clues. Rumpelstiltskin is a Rotten Tomatoes game, a Flickster game. Who knows what to call it anymore? Which, by the way, I do want to give a quick shout out to Box Office Ball, Box Office Mojo. Multiverse of Madness is already over $700 million. The Batman brought in just about $760 million. I am definitely not winning a spiritual bet for our souls that we had many moons ago when I thought the Batman would make the most. It's clearly
Just
not going to
wait
make
for
it will make
Thor.
the list. It will make the list the least.
Do you guys think Doctor Strange is going to hit a Billy?
Yes.
And Thor
In-
will hit 2, Billy.
No way. That'd be amazing. You know what actually will though, Jordan? And it's going to piss you off?
Avatar 2,
Yeah.
The Way of
100%.
Water.
You really think so? Honestly.
I think I honestly, no joking at all, I honestly think that is going to be the highest grossing movie of the year.
I don't
Wow.
I don't think
Wow.
people care at all.
I think a lot of people care.
I think people don't care, but people don't know they don't care because Disney has made such a big deal of it. Because like Avatar
over
came
a
out and
decade.
it was like, okay, great. And people forgot about it. And then Disney was like, we're building Avatar Land. And people were like, I guess. And they're like, you're not going to believe how cool these animatronics are. And people are like, yeah, I guess they're pretty cool. And now Avatar The Way of Water is coming out. And people are going to be like, it's just like the land, like the Avatar Land at Disney. Like this is some big culture. Like it feels to me like Disney's trying to manifest a like Star Wars level of cultural goodwill for Avatar. And I think they're going to be successful.
I don't.
Rumpelstiltskin is a game in which I read the movie info, I think is what they call it. Yes, it's not the synopsis, which Doge so eloquently gives us every week. The movie info on Flickster, I give to these boys, and they have to guess the name of the movie. The point here is for me to find movies, which, by the way, there's probably about 40 around the world released every day, it feels like. Find movies that they are not familiar with. And whoever can get closest to the title, I'll give a point to. So, our first movie, I've never given points out in this anyways.
It's
By the
okay.
way.
If we win,
It's like Cruise Line.
what item of yours do we get to have? Taskmaster style if
It's
we
on
win.
Nana.
You can't do that. Our first movie has a running time. This is being released in theaters, quote unquote. It has a running time of 69 minutes.
What?
Nice.
Nice. Very short. Nice.
What?
Directed by Alicia Obelde Farmer. Kai is a mute high school student who is taking care of his mother. He finds solace in nature, as well as memories of his late shaman grandfather, as most of us do. While trying to cope with the pressures of life at home and intimidation from a bully at school, Kai becomes depressed and begins pushing his loved ones away. He's ultimately faced with a decision. Will he continue down a dark path of negativity? Or, with his grandfather's wisdom as his guide, will Kai embrace his destiny and become the beacon of light that he was meant to be? This movie is about everyday heroes and demonstrates how the smallest acts of kindness can ultimately impact people's lives for the better. Jordan, what's the name of this movie?
I got it.
Say it.
Find Your Voice.
This movie is called Unspoken.
Very good.
I'm actually going to start having people get points in this now. This
Okay.
movie is called Rite of the Shaman.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
R-I-T-E of the
Excellent.
Shaman.
Excellent.
This will go to Jordan because both of y'all were basically the same in terms of creativity, but Jordan had the closest amount of words to Rite of the Shaman. We're
Which
building an
amendment?
algorithm here.
Which amendment is that guarantees the right of a shaman?
I'm not totally sure. Okay.
Because I want to get T-shirts for it and,
No,
and
I'm saving
support that amendment.
I'm saving that for last. This movie releases June 10th of 2022, 1 hour and 46 minutes long. It currently has 100% on Tomato Meter with 6 reviews.
Cool.
Okay. So that means nothing.
Doge, you'll go first.
Okay.
Set in a mid-90s alternate reality, the Whitners are a strange family dealing with the aftermath of the death of their oldest son, Dylan. Mrs. Whitner is off on a 1,000-mile trail trek, and Mr. Whitner spends most of his time at work or in the bathroom. And twins Ursula and Worm are basically being raised by their uncle, Chet. The twins also happen to be the last 2 in their grade to pass the Level 1 sexuality requirement, a school-mandated program enforced by electronic collars that detach when the wearer kisses someone. What? But when Ursula makes out with the foreign exchange student, it leaves poor Worm as the lone kid waiting to pop his collar.
I have my answer already so locked and loaded, it's not even close.
Doge, what is your guess?
This movie is called No One Loves Worm.
Jordan? He's
This
a giggly
movie's
boy.
called the Whitners Prosection Program.
Oh. That's really funny, but it's called Worm.
Okay.
And so, Doge, having said the only
Great.
word
That
that is in the
Great.
title, Doge,
Wait, hold on.
Doge
The
will win that
Whitners
one.
Prosection Program.
I mean, it only gets better. It only gets better.
I think if I said that out loud, my mouth would get stuck like that.
Hey, until you said the thing about the sex collars, I was going to go with Whitner's Protection Program because they're uncle, but then I changed it.
One
Sorry,
more
did you
movie
guys
for
freeze? Because that was really funny. And
It was really funny.
Okay. just-
One more movie. An hour and 38 minutes long. Listeners, you'll notice I say that first because that's usually the biggest clue. An hour and 38 minutes long. This releases June 9th of 2022. A mousy
Before
woman.
Whitner's Protection Program.
A mousy woman inherits an old movie house, starts making a series of grisly shorts. But her fans do not realize that the murders in the films are all real. That's the info.
Do you go for the pun or do you try to actually get it exactly right?
We'll find out from you first, Jordan.
This movie's called Snuff.
I was going to say this movie is called Up to Snuff.
That's good too.
I was also going to say maybe it's called E Snuff as E Snuff.
Which one are you picking here?
You choose. I don't care.
It's not my
I like
game.
them both.
It is my game. You can have both of them.
Okay.
It's called, guys, I scrolled right past it. I already forgot it because I like y'all's names better. Elvis. No, that's wrong. All About Evil is what it's actually called.
That sucks.
Doge, since
I
you
thought
had
it was
the
going to
most
be like
guesses,
Matilda's
you
blasting
get the
corpses
point.
again.
Since you had the most guesses, you get the
Great.
point
Wait,
here,
he gets,
and then
he gets
you
the point because he broke the
you
rules and tried
win.
twice?
Yep.
Oh, well, then I'll just do a bad job on purpose so that I can win.
Jordan, well-behaved podcast hosts rarely make history.
But I am anything but. I'm a bad pod boy.
I think Carter's gone.
Oh, he's a big frozen. Yeah, he might even be talking right now. I mean,
he's
hugely
definitely frozen.
Can we take some 2 chunks money and pool it to get Carter better internet?
Even internet from this century,
Would be
from
very-
like
Have good
2000
internet.
or more recent. Does it? Hey, really quick, when you connect to it, does it sound like? "Brrrk"?
Do you have to pull a string to start it?
I can tell
Can Chelsea-
you don't remember having that.
Can Chelsea be on the phone right now?
No, it always I lose internet when she's on.
Do you pull start your router?
Yes. No, I don't pull start my router.
Modem.
AOL runs just fine.
The little yellow guy is running just fine.
To end today's episode. To end today's episode, I want you to take two random creatures. Well, maybe not random to you. Two creatures from movies that have never been put in the same universe before. I'm talking very Alien versus Predator here.
Sure.
Okay. I'm Carter, and hear me out. Batman versus Superman.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I'm Doge, and the movie is called Caesar versus Kong. And it is going to be one very big monkey versus Andy Serkis's Caesar and all of his army of regular monkey-sized monkeys.
I'm kind of in for that.
The movie is called... Oh, I'm Jordan, by the way. The movie's called Sayonara Saruman, and it is Groot and Treebeard versus Saruman.
Whoa. Where's the Sayonara come from? Are they
He gonna die.
Hawaii? Oh.
He gonna die big time.
Is it just the tower? Or is it like... That's awesome. I just want to see them have a conversation. I don't know if they can afford Vin, though.
Not at this rate.
If Vin can do that.
Breakout star of Avatar 2, The Way of Water, Vin Diesel? Yeah, no
Wait,
way.
is he in it?
Yeah, he's in it.
Oh, then, okay, it's definitely gonna be really good.
Wait, what?
Dum-dum.
It's official, summer is almost here. The sun is getting brighter, the days are getting longer, and your yard is ready for some love. Make sure your flower beds and bushes can handle the heat with special savings on Earthgrow mulch. Keep the sun off your soil and water in the ground, plus add a fun pop of color that will last up to 12 months. Hurry in. Earthgrow mulch, 5 bags for just $10. Feels like Memorial Day at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid May 19th to 30th. In-store only. Color selection varies by store. Limit 75 per customer.